What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Cowboy One Take, and me and my guy Spitz are here, and today is one of them days where people have waited their whole lives and most of their gaming lives to be here where I'm sitting at today. And unfortunately, it's a gloomy day out in sunny Florida, and unfortunately, it's a gloomy time, and this is going to be a gloomy video. And this isn't going to be for the faint of heart. This isn't going to be for the people that's going to like it. It's going to trigger the fanboys. But unfortunately, this has to be done and this has to be said. See, these are one of the times where people ask me, well, what do you get out of being right? Right? If your favorite sports team, let's just take the Cowboys and the Eagles. Let's say the Eagles beat the Cowboys at the Super Bowl. What do you win? You win nothing but bragging rights. Console wars is what we came to talk about. So what do you win? You don't win nothing. You don't get money. You don't get any extra accolades. All you get to say was, I was right, and you get to talk trash. Now, maybe you made a bet, and so you win some money. But other than that, you don't win anything but bragging rights. So after this point forward in the video, if you're an Xbox fan, you might want to leave. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Xbox fans, let me start over a little bit. So I've been into gaming since Atari. I've almost had every console. So I've been into Xbox since Xbox 360. I did get the Xbox One just because a friend of mine was selling his system. He needed extra money. He was moving from New Jersey to Indiana. But I probably wasn't going to get it. But I did get to own it, and I had, Game Pass and everything, right? Now, I didn't get the Xbox Series S or X because Xbox told me I didn't need to because I could just play their games on Game Pass Cloud Gaming, so I did that. So, I will tell you that I have been an Xbox fan also. But I've always been a PlayStation fan. I had every PlayStation console day one besides the most recent PlayStation 5. And I also own a PlayStation 5 Pro as well. But I say that just to let you know, I'm not a PlayStation pony. I'm not a PlayStation fanboy. But I've always liked PlayStation. And I've always said PlayStation was better than Xbox. So after this point, now Xbox fans, you're going to want to leave. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You guys are losers. You guys have bad judgment. How do I say this? You picked the losing side, and you had many years to change, to jump ships. People like Doc Dark, you're a loser. You're going down with the Xbox ship. You try to say you jump ship, but your content's still stuck on Xbox. You still defend the Xbox. Yes, you had your moments where you got on Xbox. You said you was a PC gamer. But you, sir, is an Xbot, and you're going down with the ship. But I love one of your most recent videos where you spoke and said, listen, if people try to act like this ain't a big deal, they're lying. And guys, if you're an Xbox fan, you're a loser. People have waited their lives. PlayStation fans have waited their lives. This was nothing less than a war. This was the console wars. And one was gonna come out on top. And today, I get to say that it was PlayStation. Today, I get to say that I was right. That PlayStation was gonna inevitably be the winner. That PlayStation crushed Xbox in the console wars. Now, the measuring stick for console wars always started off with console sales. Then it went into who got the better games. So we back up a little bit. PlayStation jumped on the scene and gave the world two things in video games. The cinematic videos in video games and QuickTime events. They gave you something that felt like you was playing a movie. Some people didn't like that, but that made PlayStation critically acclaimed. Xbox came on the scene and gave us online gameplay, multiplayer. That changed the game forever because people got really into online multiplayer game shooters and stuff like that. So, two different things shaped the games of gaming forever between those two different consoles. But eventually PlayStation got into the online stuff too, and Xbox really never capitalized on those story-driven games that will win Game of the Year. Like PlayStation won Game of the Year multiple times, and Xbox has never, ever in all the years, and I'm talking about the Game of the Wars, the Jeff Keighley, or the one that came on Spike TV. I'm talking about the big one, the big boy, not the little stuff, but Xbox has never had one game to be nominated for Game of the Year. And some people are going to say Psychonauts 2, but that wasn't an Xbox game, right? That wasn't an Xbox studio game. Xbox helped them out a little bit. So I repeat, Xbox has never had one game nominated for Game of the Year. And that should tell you right there that Xbox was always the losers and that Xbox would never beat PlayStation. Well, I am here to finally say that Xbox lost to PlayStation. Yo, you want to sit down? We're doing a video, bro. And why is that? Okay, so if we have a back and forth, and it's you versus me, and you beat me, and you say, you know what? If you take it back, right? In war, if this country or this sector beat that one, we're going to roll into your town. We're going to take your stuff. You're going to have to give us stuff. Like, remember Walking Dead where they had, the different colonies and the one would always come and say, hey, y'all guys got to give us some of your stuff or we're going to tear you up. Or if you look at places like New York and, some of the areas that had like, the mobsters say, hey, listen, in order for us to protect you, you got to give us your stuff. The loser always had to give up something. Please don't watch this video and say Xbox didn't lose the console war. Now, if we're just doing logic versus emotions, yes, it's only the console war. This means nothing. I start off by saying all it means is bragging rights. But this is what we're winning today. To be able to say that you guys, Xbox fans, are losers. You lost the console war. You got bad judgment. You could have at any moment said, I'm done, I'm leaving. But no, you thought for some strange reason Xbox was going to win. And the sad thing is, you probably didn't think Xbox was going to win. You probably got into Game Pass and did Game Pass for many years, and then you felt, I'm stuck in the ecosystem because I have nothing to show for if I just leave now. I lost all the game playing hours and trophies and achievements and whatever. So you got suckered to be in the Game Pass and the Xbox ecosystem, and you allowed yourself to be crushed by the mighty PlayStation. And I tried to tell people many, many times that PlayStation was better than Xbox. The games was better. The experience was better. The chats was better. The community was better. Everything was better about PlayStation over Xbox. Even when they came out with the new series, the PlayStation 5 versus the Xbox Series S and X. Even when the Xbox Series X was more powerful with 12 teraflops and the PlayStation 5 only had 10.28, but still games would look better on a PlayStation 5. And now the PlayStation 5 Pro is out. It's the most powerful console to date. Spits. PlayStation has the game locked when it comes to the console wars. Don't get me started on Nintendo. They ain't even a part of the console wars. So, I am here just to do what needs to be done. I'm taking my bragging rights, and I can't go home because I'm already home, but I'm taking my bragging rights and I'm using it today because I get to say that I knew it. I knew that PlayStation would inevitably beat Xbox, and I'm using my God-given rights as being a winner and using my bragging rights. So, Xbox put Gears of War and Forza on PlayStation. And that was enough to be like, whoa, that rocked the boat. I mean, I probably had 2 other live streams where I said Xbox is dead, Xbox funeral. And some people said, well, it ain't really dead. The staple game is Halo. Halo is what Xbox is about. When you see Halo, you think of Xbox. Xbox and Halo is synonymous. Well, my friends, I am here today to say that Xbox is dead as a console brand or console war brand. In a console war as a brand. Damn it, Xbox is dead because they just announced that Gears of War, they just announced that They just, God damn it, all the games are coming to PlayStation, but they just announced that Halo is coming to PlayStation, and you can't have your marquee tentpole, the biggest title, whatever you want to call it, you can't have that staple title go to the competitor. That is a no-no. That is grounds for dismissal. That is you bending the knee. That is you getting on your knees. That is you bowing. That is everything that says you conceded to the winner, that you are the loser. That is everything that says you are a loser, and you said, PlayStation, Xbox can't win it. You had us beat, and you now reign supreme over us, so you can have all of our games, and you are the victors. You are the champions. Spit, you paying attention? You are the champions. We, as humble PlayStation warriors, and all the people who stuck with PlayStation, all the people who knew that PlayStation would inevitably defeat Xbox, you guys today get to look the Xbox fans in their beady little eyes and tell them PlayStation is the best place to play. PlayStation is the cream of the crop, and PlayStation is on top. Now, what does this all mean? Well, I told you, it's only bragging rights, but what's cool is, what is the point of getting an Xbox? What's the point of getting a PC? What's the point of getting a Nintendo Switch when if you just have a PlayStation, if there was a cool looking trailer that came out, 9 times out of 10, that game will be on PlayStation. If there's a cool looking Xbox trailer, that game's coming to PlayStation. If there's a cool looking trailer for Nintendo, nobody wants them because you're an adult and you shouldn't be playing Nintendo games. But if there's a cool looking game for PC, PC don't have games. PlayStation is the best place to play because if you see a trailer, 9 times out of 10, that game will have a PlayStation logo. I'm telling you, do the math, do the statistics. Most games will be on PlayStation if they're a AAA hardcore banger. It's coming to PlayStation. It ain't going to PC. It might go to Xbox. It definitely probably ain't going to the Switch because they, let's just be clear. The Switch just is a lower end handheld, so, But anyway, guys, I digress. Me and Spitz. All right, Spitz, he's getting restless. I'm sorry I took a lot of, time. But you don't get a chance like this every day. It's not every day your competitor. Come on, man. You almost licked my mouth. This guy. You don't always get a chance to look your opponent in the eyes and said, I beat you. You lost to me. And the console wars has been going on and on for so many years that it's crazy that it's finally over today. So with that being said, PlayStation has defeated Xbox. We are winners. You are losers. And this guy here is going to tell you everything you need to know about being a winner.
You're a winner. And you know what winners say. Fuck the losers who can't take a joke. Man the fuck up.
And with that being said, and now your mama knows. Look at him, Spitz. Come on, man. Stop trying to lick my mouth, boy. Oh, man.
I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy. Oh, man. Gaming, vlogging, podcast, movie reviews, product reviews. I've been vlogging my life since 2011. Every birthday, Christmas, Valentines Day is on this channel. Even my honeymoon in Mexico, swimming with sharks, and more. So whatever video brought you here, check out the playlist with that same type of content. And now, your mama knows.